Okay, so I've been requested multiple times to review this particular show, and that is Hi Puffy Amiyumi. Now, this is one of those cartoons I remembered that came out around the mid-2000s during that whole transition from the Powerhouse to the City era. Now, the show itself is actually based around a real Japanese pop and rock band, who are actually the real Puffy Amiyumi. You know, the band that made the Teen Titans and the Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go song. But in this show, they are being represented as Japanese teenage rock stars, and also have a greedy manager who goes by the name of Kaz, who would sometimes do cheap tricks such as making robot clones of Ami and Yumi, and would even sell the girls for millions of dollars. Now, this show started way back in November of 2004 to June of 2006, and has a total of 34 episodes. But there was a pilot for the show that started in 2003 that, of course, had a different art style and different voice actors. And they actually have Japanese accents in that pilot. Just listen.
You are not happy to see America?
You've seen one country, you've seen them all.
But we will experience a new culture. It will be fun. America's so cool.
Not as cool as me.
So, Ami and Yumi are best friends who at that time I thought were sisters. Yumi is a cynical, sarcastic, rough and tough punk rocker who is kind of a tomboy, and at that time I thought was a boy at first. And you have Ami, who is the peppy, optimistic, cute and sweet schoolgirl. Both the personalities of which remind me of Buttercup and Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls. Also, Ami is voiced by Janice, the same voice actress who voiced Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot. So basically, the show is about a rock and pop band of Ami and Yumi who travel around the world in their customized bus with their manager Kaz. And the episodes basically revolves around them rocking out at a concert to hanging out in their hometown of Tokyo, doing a bunch of random things. The episodes of which are split into 3. Also, before the intro for the show, it begins with the real-life live-action versions of Ami and Yumi doing random things. And watching these clips kind of makes me glad they never even thought of making a live-action show of these two. But they were fine for what they were. Now, I'm not sure for what ages this show was for, but if I had to guess, it'd have to be the ages of 13 and under. Now, the show is not remembered fondly like some of Cartoon Network's other shows in the past, but was it good? It's not a bad show. I expected much worse when I saw the promos of the show before it even premiered in 2004. And during the whole big transition into the City era, this was at a time when Cartoon Network were starting to replace a lot of the classic cartoons that everybody loved for shows like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, The Life and Times of Junifer Lee, and Camp Lazlo. And I'll be honest, I was meh on a lot of the new shows that they were bringing in around that time, aside from shows like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Megas XLR, and Ben 10, which were great shows and the 3 best shows that came out of the City era. Hi Puffy Amiyumi for some reason I kind of enjoyed, and that's something I really didn't want to admit. Yeah, go ahead and laugh. I like how the character designs for Ami and Yumi, which were very inspired by anime, especially for the reactions they'd say in Japanese at random times. However, my problem with the look of the show is that aside from Ami and Yumi, all of the other side characters just look plain generic to just plain awful. I know the Powerpuff Girls and Samurai Jack didn't have the best background characters, but at least they had some cool character designs like Aku, the Guardian, him, and the Rowdy Rough Boys. But in this show, all of the side characters just look unappealing. Now, the episodes are not must-watch worthy, at least for me. Like one of the beginning episodes where Ami is looking for a toy from a cereal box called a Huggle Buddy.
Where is it? I must collect all 5 Huggle Buddies! I'm not coming out till I have a Bunny Huggles! I am so happy you finally decided to join us, Bunny Huggles.
You have Yumi, who got electrocuted so bad that she wakes up and thinks she's Ami.
Yumi? What are you talking about? I'm Ami. That's better.
But.
And you have Ami and Yumi fighting over a nerd who is the king of his own card game.
My hard rocker shell has officially melted to the core.
Well, you can forget it. The cute card shark is mine!
Not if I bag him first!
Which I thought was strange considering you have two famous pop and rock stars fighting over some average nerd. Now, normally I wouldn't care to watch episodes like these, but they had their entertaining moments. Now, since this show came out during the whole City era, it would have been nice if they showed a bumper or two of Ami and Yumi interacting with the Teen Titans, since the actual band made the show's theme song. Or hell, maybe show a bumper where Ami and Yumi are performing the Teen Titans song at a concert in front of all the other Cartoon Network characters, and Beast Boy is jamming with the Teen Titans in the crowd saying, "Dude, this song rocks." Now, I'm not sure if they did have a bumper where they did interact, but if they did, then let me know down below. The show itself was cancelled in 2006, which was around the same time as Teen Titans cancellation. And I've always wondered why, because this was one of Cartoon Network's highest rated shows at that time.
American cartoons are terrible! Whoops. Just kidding.
I'm pretty sure it had nothing to do with that, but good guess anyways. But I read online that it was due to the creator Sam Register leaving the show, thus leading the show to being replaced by Class of 3000. But I'm sure the show itself was made to promote the real band of Ami and Yumi to a Western audience. At the time, I did check out a few of their songs and they weren't bad. But ever since the show was cancelled, I haven't heard anything from the band ever since. And I kinda wonder what they're doing nowadays. But overall, I don't hate this show. I thought it was a pretty entertaining show for how weird it got at times. It's not the most memorable show to come out of Cartoon Network, or a show made for everybody, but it has its good moments. Hi Puffy Amiyumi was a wacky, hilarious, cute, and sort of a mature cartoon that deserves a chance, I guess. I guess if you're into cute little girl cartoons like My Little Pony, then give it a try. Or if you have any younger female family members who are either your daughter, sister, or niece that are 13 and under, then I'd recommend it. Hi Puffy Amiyumi gets a 7.1 out of 10. This is Red Wolf signing out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.